2 of our 3 racers here in Atlanta have now been bested, as we have beaten both Dre and Roy. And now, I'm going to go up against Vito, because he seems to be the one that's closest to me. And also because, well, he has fewer races than Chang, I would suspect. So, let's go up against Vito. Challenge Vito for the right to race against the original riders. He rides a Ducati Monster S4R. Race 1 of 3. Okay, let's now go after Vito and see if we can find him.
Look out for this guy. He got this special silver rider that's really unique.
And another guy has just appeared on the map. His name is Lamont. I also think there's going to be another guy who will appear on the map once we've beaten Vito. And her name, by the way, is Naomi, if you're asking. I think she is the one with the choppers. Anyway. Oh, damn it. That was not very helpful. Anyway. Finding Vito, because that is what I do.
Beat this guy, and you'll get to meet his club, the original riders.
Yeah, thanks, Oscar. I did notice something about the original riders. Basically, they're sport bikes. Something else which I am convinced I don't want to turn into those. Something else that I'm pretty convinced I will win from doing one of the tournaments. At least that's from what I know so far. Hey, there is a short shoot here. Okay. Anyway, there we go. We have made it to the meetup point. And if you saw the end of the previous episode, you will know that I changed this car over from its original colour to a colour shift. Or the colour I gave it. Anyway. As we are doing our first race with Vito, and it is called Hall. And we are racing against luxury cars here, aside from Vito, who is riding his Ducati. Yeah, I just had to remember what brand it was. I know there aren't any Yamahas in this game, so I figured it had to be so I figured under the circumstances it probably had to be a Ducati. It was either that or a Kawasaki. I am gonna say nothing about what went on towards the end of that run, because I can assure you, you do not want to know. So trying again on what is my official second attempt at this event, and hoping to get some money on the board whilst I'm at it. I also know that Vito did not win the race, so I think it's fair to say the AI might also be better than my opponents as well whilst I think about it. But either way, this time around, I might have a stronger shot, providing I don't do that too many times. But either way, we are doing okay for now. And keeping myself in tow with where the course goes. And, oh, we only have a few left. Okay. And going round the outside here, and keeping a hold of my zones for now, because I might need those in a bit. And now we just have 2 checkpoints to go. There is this one. I will use zone again, so I don't miss the corner. Even though I still miss the corner anyway, but it's okay because I still lead. And I keep a hold of my lead as well. And no dramatics right at the end. I just got to the finish with no problems. So Tyler finished in second, then it was Vito in third, followed by Edub fourth, AJ was fifth, Lucius finished in sixth, and it was Ying who finished in seventh.
Nice one, but soon you're gonna have to start trying.
Oscar, I am trying. Don't think for a second I have not been trying up to this point, because believe me, I most definitely have been trying. Yeah, let's get the replay. I'd say that's a good idea at this stage. And there's Vito popping a wheelie. Can't say I'm surprised. And over the ramp, or in other words, the drawbridge. And yep, I had no chance of avoiding that SUV. Unless that was a wagon. I think that was probably a wagon. But either way, it didn't matter because I still managed to get to the end of this race by winning quite handily. And of course using zone, because that is how I make it through some of these corners without destroying myself. Even though I could have destroyed myself there had I not stepped on the brakes. It's also quite cool to know that Rockstar did manage to get some tyre licensing brands in this game. I mean, they also got Pirelli, aside from BF Goodrich. Which in all honesty I think is pretty cool. But I don't know if Goodrich still exists. It would be cool if they did, but either way, I don't think many people really talk about Goodrich anymore. At least I don't think they do anyway. They used to be a very popular tyre brand if they're dead. I might have to do some research to see if the brand really is dead or not. Well, could have been a lot worse, but either way, I did manage to come away with the race win nonetheless, which helps me out. Anyway, let's now get through our other two races with Vito, as we are now doing Southside, and where if we win this, we will get $3,500. And I line up right alongside Vito again. And here we go. I think I let it go at the last second there with the burnout. I would have had it, but unfortunately I inexplicably chose to let go at the last second. It would really help if my voice was not so dry right now. It would also really help if I could manage to keep my car under control without it always landing on its side, because if there's one thing I've noticed with this Lexus, it's that, well, it seems to have a nasty habit of basically getting slideways. And I don't mean that on all four wheels either. I mean, basically pulling a brief two-wheeler whilst I'm up in the air, and then basically the car just deciding for one reason or another to just land on its side. And where it does not manage to correct itself once it does manage to land on the side, unless I lift off the throttle. I have noticed I've landed on this car from either the left side door or the right side door a few times now. And something tells me that might be part of this car's characteristics. If I'm just going foot to the floor. So in other words, I think it's quite different compared to my Golf. It might also be because this car is rear wheel drive. That might also have something to do with it. But either way, I'm still learning as I go along, and this I can definitely say is a circuit that's decided on speed. Because I am definitely going straight to my limits with this thing. And using the slipstream turbo, also nudging the traffic out of the way. And that did not go down very well. But that's okay, because I am still out in front, using zone to get me out of what would have been a tight squeeze otherwise, and using zone again, so I don't miss my corner entry, and it looks like that's precisely what's happened. Nope, not this time. Haha! Take that, Vito. I beat you right at the line with my slipstream turbo.
Now you in the game.
Alrighty, we're now up to 26 grand in our pocket overall, and we now have just one race to go. One race remains with Vito, and it's another ordered race. And this guy has got what I think is an afro style. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure what the style is, but it definitely looks like a disco sort of style. It would really help if I could stop missing that checkpoint and just find out where the gap is, because my predictions of knowing where that checkpoint is at the moment, they are being predicted very poorly. And as I now know from prior attempts, that mistake is a costly one. But it's okay now, because I have redeemed myself. Now I just gotta figure out how to get to the end of this race. I reckon that's going to be the main objective that's on my mind. Anyway, just gotta stay up here with the traffic. Maybe also use a zone or two, so in case if I do get involved in a wreck, the after effects are not going to be quite as damaging. And yep, I have reached top speed with this thing. I don't think it's going to go any faster than 180 from what I can tell. So this time I know precisely which route not to take, and that's that route. There are some cops, and I went straight into one of them. Fantastic. Yep, I think I pissed him off. I think I pissed off that cop now, as I am using my boost, and he forces me to overshoot. But it's okay because I am still out in front, and there we go. I win! The cop almost costed me the win, but I managed to best Matt in a drag race, which I won by under 3/10. Vito finished in 3rd, and it was Rezo who finished in 4th. And there is the Atlanta cop. Yeah, we beat Vito. I think we'll also get a cutscene as a result of doing this as well. Original riders challenge you. And we have unlocked some sport bike rims. And Vito is now available as a rider who we can use since we have beaten him. I think that's also the same case from when we beat Phil as well in San Diego. I did get my replay, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did because I recorded the first race. Anyway, let's continue.
Dirt! What's cracking? I hear you took out that Vito cat, huh? Oh, that's what I'm saying. Damn, she off the chain, ain't she? Woo-woo! There's still something missing, though. I just can't figure out what it is. Damn, it's been keeping me up all night. Anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, my homeboy, he be stunning with them original riders. I told him you were interested, he said come on by. Yeah, them boys over there, they'll show you how to put it down. Yeah, man. Tell you what, though. Them dogs over there, a whole different breed. Doing switchbacks, rolling indos, on the expressway, popping front, back wheelies at $1 and some change. But anyway, that ain't my style. This is my style right here. Yeah. Now get on out of here. Back of your head already.
Something tells me Apone is literally obsessed with that Chevy Impala. Although I can't really blame him, because, well, the Impala was...
Okay, you know the score. You gotta write the whole series and see how you do.
Yeah, whatever you say, Oscar. Hotlanta. I will get on with those series when I get on with them. And Lamont is right up there, and the other guy that we have on the map is Cheng. However, before we race against either of those guys, I will be saving the game. But before then, next time on Midnight Club 3, we will be taking on Lamont and doing a lube job. But anyway, next time on Midnight Club 3, Lamont.